Did 1/3 of the angels fall with Lucifer? We're going to answer that question, and you can also discover more on gotquestions.org. There is no verse in the Bible that says 1/3 of the angels fell from heaven. The idea that when Satan rebelled against God, 1/3 of the angels went with him comes from certain other verses that, when put together, suggest that that's what happened. On the 6th day of creation, God declared everything to be very good. We assume that everything includes angels. Sometime after that, Satan rebelled against God and was cast out of heaven. Jesus witnessed the event. I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven, an event that the Lord uses to explain the exorcisms performed by the 72. Another passage that also seems to describe the fall of Satan from heaven is found in Isaiah. The context is primarily about a human king as judgment is pronounced against Babylon. The poetic language used is so grand, however, that many scholars have concluded that there is more to the passage. References to the whole earth, the king's fall from heaven, his desire to exalt himself above the stars, and the symbolic name Lucifer, or Lightbringer, are all expressions of hyperbolic greatness. If the intended subject is only the human king of Babylon, then everything is figurative and greatly exaggerated. However, if there is a secondary spiritual character in view, then the descriptions could be quite literal. God is pronouncing judgment on both kings of Babylon, the human king and the spiritual potentate who empowers him, Babylon being a symbol of rebellion from Genesis to Revelation. The wonderment of Isaiah 14:12 could indeed have a dual interpretation. Further, the book of the Revelation describes a star that had fallen from the sky to the earth. This star is given a key to the bottomless pit and proceeds to release a horde of tormenting locusts. While Revelation 9:1 is not a clear reference to Satan, it could be. The fact that the star that fell from heaven has a key, authority, is no problem, especially since he uses the key to unleash terror upon the earth. So the Bible explicitly and implicitly teaches that Satan fell from his position in heaven. But how do we know that 1/3 of the angels also fell with him? The passage that best supports this idea is Revelation 12:3-4. John sees a sign in heaven, an enormous red dragon with 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns on its heads. Its tail swept 1/3 of the stars out of the sky and flung them to the earth. John then relates that the dragon was hurled down to the earth and positively identifies it as that ancient serpent called the devil, or Satan, who leads the whole world astray. The dragon is not thrown to the earth alone, however. His angels were cast out with him. The angels that are ejected from heaven with Satan, we associate with the 1/3 of the stars that the dragon's tail swept from heaven. If the stars are indeed a symbolic reference to Satan's angels, then what we have is a reference to the fall of a portion of the angels, the heavenly hosts, who followed Satan in his rebellion. 2/3 of the angels remained loyal to God and are called the holy angels in Scripture. 1/3 of the original angels joined Satan and are called unclean spirits, or demons, today. That answers the question, did 1/3 of the angels fall with Lucifer? On our website, gotquestions.org, you will find a deeper discussion and recommended resources. If this helped you, give us a thumbs up and click subscribe. Meanwhile, if you'd like to study more, click the bell and check out these other questions.